Welcome back, video creeps! Chucky season is upon us. And with the television show right around the corner and fake news going all over the internet about the remake sequel, super sorry if that was something that you saw and got excited for. I know a lot of people are really hyped up over that movie getting more thrown into that story, but unfortunately that source is incredibly unreliable. And so until we hear it straight from the studio or the producers, I would not take that news for fact. But I know what it feels like when you think you got some Chucky coming your way, and then it doesn't. So me being the fucking sweet guy that I am, I decided to rank all of the Child's Play films for you right here, right now. And at the end of my video, I'm going to be announcing the winner of this super sweet Halloween Michael Myers NECA figure. So make sure you watch the entire video so that way you can see if you are the winner. At the time of me saying this, I don't know who the winner is, but they're in here. We're gonna find out. Coming in at number 8, I don't think this is gonna surprise anyone, Seed of Chucky.
In Planned Parenthood, timing is everything, so you'll have to hurry. That shouldn't be a problem for you.
This fall, Chucky's back, and he's delivering us some evil. Come to Papa.
I know quite a few people who actually really enjoy this movie. My buddy Joseph Nunez is one of those people, but for me personally, this is just not a pleasurable experience. Whenever I have to watch Seed of Chucky, it feels like I'm dragging my knuckles, I'm scrolling through my phone, I'm not giving it the full attention that the movie honestly does deserve. I mainly watch Seed of Chucky to finish watching Seed of Chucky. And I only ever put it on when I'm marathoning the entire franchise. Only looking up from my phone when I know something half interesting is gonna happen. And it does have its things that I do enjoy. I do like Chucky's personality in this film. I also think that he looks good in this film, for the exception of his clown orange Hollywood hair and his fucking tan. There's also some really creative things that happen in this film that I think are good too. The way that Redman is killed is pretty cool with the guts. It's cool when we see Joan get the fireball spray thing. That's awesome. By far, the coolest thing in this movie is the fact that John Waters is in it and he is killed by acid. I think if you pull anyone to the side and say, hey, give me one positive thing about Seed of Chucky, that John Waters murder is gonna come up. But beyond that, I wasn't a big fan of everything else that was going on in this film. I didn't like the makeover that they gave Tiffany, where her hair is round. I think that the Tiffany doll in Bride of Chucky was just beautiful and perfect. So it's weird that they went from that to this design. It was a serious step down for me. Now, it looks like at the end of Cult of Chucky, we do get a look at the Tiffany doll again, and it looks like her hairstyle is somewhere in the middle of Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. So let's just hold out and see what this thing is going to look like for the TV show. But I'm assuming that they're going to use the same doll that they built for Cult of Chucky. Glenn and Glenda were squandered in this film for me as well. I always think that if they were going to go about that route, what they should have done was had one be good and one be bad, but give them both to us at the same time. And then maybe there's a power struggle between the two that would reflect the power struggle going on between Tiffany and Chucky. I mean, I could harp on this movie for days. I didn't like that Redman was cast in this as the director. I thought it was weird that this thing filmed in Romania or something. It just didn't connect with me. I could really break this movie down bit by bit. If you guys want me to make a what went wrong video with Seed of Chucky and just go beat by beat, just let me know in the comments below and I will make it happen. I will watch this movie to tear it apart. Now coming in at number 7 for me is going to be the Child's Play remake.
We have to stop him.
Good night, Andy.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I came up with the idea to make a ranking video, I thought that this would actually end up a little bit higher on my list, because I don't hate the remake, which was a fucking huge surprise to me because I was not a big fan of the fact that they were making this thing at all. But when I take a step back and I think about remakes like Psycho, or I think about remakes like Nightmare on Elm Street, and then I turn around and then look at the Child's Play remake, I would be a dog shit person if I said, oh yeah, that's garbage. It wasn't. It was entertaining. Now don't get it twisted, I'm still an immense fan of the original Child's Play storyline, but I did find enjoyment in this film. I've even gotten to a place where the Buddy doll doesn't even bother me anymore. The Buddy song is kind of catchy.
We are best buddies until the end. More than just buddies, we are best friends. Don't ever leave me, please don't say goodbye. I'll be yours till the day that I die.
And if we can keep on going down this road where the original Chucky storyline and this storyline don't affect one another, mainly the original, then I have no problems with these two things coexisting and having the remake have its sequel. We can have our cake and eat it too. I do like the look of this film, and it's not a chore for me to get through this movie at all. However, there are things about it that I'm not crazy about. I could never get used to Aubrey Plaza being the mother lead in this. And while yes, this movie does have some really strong things to it, I just don't connect to this movie the way that I connect with all the other films on this list. Maybe that's because it's literally just a robot. There's not a soul possessing this doll for me to really care or give my full heart to it. Or maybe it's because there's parts of this film that don't fully benefit the narrative that they're trying to tell. There are weird scenes in this. And while I did find enjoyment in this film, I would be lying if I didn't say that it is a roller coaster. Sometimes I'm really into it, and sometimes I'm completely taken out of it. But overall, I'm glad that this exists, and it's nice to visit an alternate reality where this is what Chucky is. Coming in at number 6 is Child's Play 3.
It couldn't possibly get any worse.
Wrong again, wimp.
Chucky's back. A few years have passed.
No, you're dead. We killed you.
I'm new and improved.
At Kent, we take bedwetters and turn them into men.
Andy, how you've grown.
And this time,
I really gotta get out of this body.
he's looking for a new recruit.
I got some fresh meat lined up and I'm not gonna let you spoil it.
Now what's funny is when I was making this list, I actually had to go back and forth to see which one would go in this spot. I didn't know if I was going to put the Child's Play remake first, or if I was going to do Chucky 3. It was a weird thing that I went through. Because Child's Play 3 is not my favorite of this entire franchise. However, it beats out the Child's Play remake just because nostalgia alone. I've spent so much time with this movie. I have so many quotable lines from this film, and there's also just so many cool things that actually happen in this film that there was no real competition once I sat down and really thought about it. But there was a moment there. I can even think back to a time where I remember Child's Play 3 being my absolute favorite in the entire franchise. Now time has really told with that, and I'm not a big fan of it anymore. Or at least I'm not a fan like I used to be. But it doesn't surprise me when I have conversations with people and they tell me that Child's Play 3 is the best one. Because I can see what they're talking about. Chucky is at his absolute meanest in this movie. And some of the kills in this thing are some of the best in the franchise. That paintball kill with the bullets? Come on. The guy who gets trapped in the back of the dumpster? That shit fucked me up for life. And honestly, Chucky doesn't get a whole lot more cooler than when, his fucking face gets sliced off. What hurt this movie for me was the absence of Alex Vincent portraying Andy Barclay. I wish that they had waited just a little bit longer. There was only a year lapse between Child's Play 2 and Child's Play 3, so the script was rushed, the production was rushed. It's like cooking. If you rush through what you're making, it's not going to come out as good as when you really take your time. And that's what happened with Child's Play 3. Beyond that, one of the other things that I think really just doesn't do it for me is that this is the weakest story of all of the movies on this list. It's essentially part 1, but at the army, with less cool things happening. This movie also drags for me quite a bit. It's another one that I kind of find myself scrolling on my phone through. But of course, I look up at like the carnival scene. The climax of this movie is fucking awesome. Chucky looks fucking crazy scary. But ultimately, I never crave to watch Child's Play 3. Number 5 is gonna be Curse of Chucky.
Who's it from?
It doesn't say. You found him.
Chucky's my friend till the end. Hey, wanna play? Can't we sleep in with you tonight?
It's only a storm. Good night, baby. Sweet dreams.
Don't forget Chucky.
Like so many of you, I was so fucking excited for Curse of Chucky to come out. It had been years between Seed of Chucky and Curse. It just felt like this franchise was dead for so long. And Curse came along and just revitalized it. I don't think anyone cared that it went straight to DVD. We just wanted to see Chucky again. And then when it finally came out and we saw that he went right back to those horror roots, I think there was a collective sigh because we knew like this is what's gonna breathe fire back into this franchise. And it did. Look at us, we got Cult, now we got a TV show, there's a remake and shit. Thank you, Curse of Chucky. Now, of course, there's still people who did not like Curse of Chucky. They didn't like the storyline, they didn't like the doll. But I'm not one of those people. I enjoy Curse of Chucky quite a bit. I eat up every single minute of this film. And even now, and I've seen it like 6 or 7 times at this point, I still can enjoy it without much problem. The addition of Nika Pierce was really cool, and I've loved her in everything that we've seen. She's been a great addition to this franchise. I love the addition of a new kid that Chucky has to go after again. But above everything else, I love that this movie sewed itself in with everything that we already knew about what was going on in the Chucky universe. Seed of Chucky felt like a full departure of everything that we've known, which is a very brave thing to do with a franchise. But it's brave because it's stupid a lot of the time. You can't give us all this information and then have us acquaint ourselves with a character and then just break him down like that. You don't do that shit. This movie paid a lot of respect to everything that we already knew and even found ways to connect right back. I've said it before, but I love when I feel respected as a viewer. Nika Price going online and figuring out who Andy Barclay was made me feel respected. Expanding on the universe of Child's Play by going back and telling us more about Charles Lee Ray makes me feel respected. This movie was filmed in such a small little location, so I think that there's this intimacy that's built up. It's a compact story that ultimately delivers a really good punch. Bringing back Andy Barclay, even for a clip, revitalized us. It was like, holy shit, things are gonna happen. Curse of Chucky, no matter what, did something very important for the Chucky franchise. And that's hook us all right back in. So I'm proud to call that my number 5. Now coming in at number 4 is going to be the original Child's Play.
A good guy! I knew it! Hi, I'm Chucky.
He's something, isn't he?
This is Andy's.
Time for bed, Andy.
Good night, baby.
Good night, Aunt Maggie. Good night, Chucky.
Now this is a lot of people's magnum opus when it comes to the Chucky franchise. I've heard people talk about this movie like this is where it started and this is where it ends. And I have to respect that feeling because honestly, this laid such a solid foundation for everything that was gonna come. It has to be one of the very first horror movies that I've ever seen in my life as well, so it holds a very special place in my heart. But even beyond me, this is a movie that still holds up. You can show this movie to kids who have no idea who Chucky is, and it'll still scare them. It's everything about the movie itself. There's something about the trust that's going on in this movie. The betrayal. It just gets you right where you live. It's the perfect pressure cooker for the viewer to watch this thing going down where, like, we know what's going on surrounding this doll, but they don't know, but oh my god, things are gonna unfold, holy shit. And then when you finally do get that reveal and you get to meet Chucky for the first time, he's so menacing and no holds barred and like, just fuck this guy. It's 100% the most terrifying of the Child's Play films. And the only reason it's not a little bit higher on my list is just because these last three I really fucking enjoy. And I just find myself reaching to grab those first over this one whenever I want to watch a Child's Play movie. But all the respect in the world goes to Child's Play 1. Number 3 is going to be Cult of Chucky.
I have something that will help.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
First, he'll kill each and every one of you in the most horrible ways you can imagine. And then he'll kill me too.
Come to mommy.
Oh, come.
Are you afraid of the truth?
Terrified. You should be too.
Night night. And they call me sick?
Wait a minute, there's 2 of them?
I know this is going to surprise so many people that I would put Cult of Chucky above Child's Play 1. But I really dug the fuck out of this film. What can I say? It was just fan service for fucking days. We wanted multiple Chuckies. It gave us multiple Chuckies. We wanted to know what happened with Alice. We found out what happened with Alice. What happened with Mika? Oh, let me tell you. Hey, where's Andy Barclay? Here he is. This movie gave me everything that I'd been desiring from a Child's Play film. That for me to just turn around and say, no, fuck that shit, you're a dick. This movie is so simple to digest. From point A all the way to point B, it's just a phenomenal ride. I love the look of this film. I love the asylum. Do I think that it was a missed opportunity to not bring Karen in and have her and Nika unite for a little bit before we bring in Andy? Yes, I do wish that that happened. I wish that we got more Andy and Nika stuff together. It does feel like we kind of got chipped off in that. And while I've made my peace with it now, the ending, when I first saw it, I wasn't completely happy with. I'm only okay with it now because I know that the TV show is going to explain so much more of that. And I'm hoping that once I watch the TV show, I'll love that ending a lot more. Because I wanted something bigger for the ending of this film. And I guess giving me the TV show will be that bigger thing. But I think with this movie, it ended like a TV show. Which, if that was intentional, it's genius. If not, I wonder what would have made it better. But regardless to all that, I did love this movie. The 3 Chuckies were really fucking funny. And there was nothing like seeing severed head chained down Chucky. Like, I want to own that thing. It's so fucking cool looking. I wasn't a big fan of Jennifer Tilly in Seed of Chucky, but it was nice to like her again in Cult of Chucky. I didn't like that they killed off Alice, but I did like that they brought her back for a cameo. Which, by the way, I still don't believe. I still think Alice is alive. I just got a hunch, man. Continuing on with this list, my number 2 is going to be Bride of Chucky.
This Halloween, Chucky's back. But this time, there's more to fear. Because this time, he's got a playmate of his own. Bride of Chucky.
Is there a cooler movie in this fucking franchise than Bride of Chucky? This is like the tough leather jacket, like, phase of the Child's Play franchise, and I fucking love it. I love this introduction of Tiffany Valentine. I love this peek behind the curtain at Chucky's, like, love and home life. It's the first time that we really got that in this franchise, and for them to approach it that way was fucking great. Even the way that they pull you in right from the beginning by like showing Chucky get stitched back together again from that awesome ending in Child's Play 3 where he's cut into a million pieces. That's fucking cool. Visually speaking, I think this is the strongest of the entire franchise. There's something about Ronnie Yu's directional eye that just made this movie. There's something about Ronnie Yu's directional eye that just looks fucking so good. And it's a standout of the franchise. It has an awesome soundtrack. The things that people are saying in this movie are fucking awesome and hilarious. It treads the perfect line between being funny and being scary. I think a line that they tried to toe but could not achieve the same results. The introduction of Jesse and Jade departing from the Andy Barclay storyline was a breath of fresh air at the time. And while it's unfortunate that we don't know what's going on with those characters, I am holding out hope that we will see them return in the Child's Play TV show. Chucky has some awesome one-liners in this thing, like when he dies, dying is such a bitch. And he has some awesome kills as well. There's nothing like that Tiffany honeymoon kill. It's fucking awesome. The pinhead kill is awesome. This movie just has a way of keeping me consistently entertained the whole way through. And ultimately, there's just something really charming about seeing Chucky and his bride go on a road trip together. And coming in at my number one, which I'm sure will surprise nobody, is Child's Play 2.
How's it hanging, Phil?
For me personally, this is the quintessential horror film sequel. This movie did everything right in my eyes. Andy Barclay coming back for round 2. Chucky coming back with an even deeper vengeance from everything that we saw in part 1. The introduction of Kyle. It just did everything right for me personally. And the story is fucking fantastic as well. Little Andy Barclay gets away from what happened in Child's Play 1. He goes to a foster family who he's trying to fucking prove that he's fine, and he's not fine. This terrible thing follows him. Now people are dying again. It's just fucking awesome. Visually, the beginning of this movie with Chucky's head being built, that's fucking cool. And the ending of this movie is fucking awesome as well, which is crazy because that like 3-time in a row kill of the villain thing can get tiring fast. But at the end of this one, I'm kind of like, shit, is he really dead? I don't think he is. There are infamous kills aplenty in this movie as well. The factory worker eyeball scene. The teacher with the ruler. How's it hanging, Phil? It's just fucking perfect. It fires on all cylinders. I think if you're able to get somebody to watch Child's Play 1 and you really want to hook them, you show them Child's Play 2 and they're in it for the long game. Now, if you can't get enough of me talking about Child's Play, me and my buddy Brad Thornton will be going over Chucky and the entire franchise on our show, Aimless Discussion. If you guys have not already subscribed, I'm going to leave that link down below, so that way you don't miss when we talk about this whole series in full detail. Now, without further ado, I think it's time that we declare who the winner of my 500 sub giveaway will be. We will be giving away the awesome Michael Myers 2018 NECA figure. And it's gonna be one of these people right here. And as you can see, it's like I'm not cheating or anything. I wrote these, but I don't know who is gonna win. So let's do this thing together. I'm gonna give it one good shake, so that way there's no body upset. I'm not gonna cut away or anything. I'm just gonna fucking get the whole thing. Get out of here. I gave it a little look, but I'm sorry. Here, I'll fucking shake it up again. Alright. And the winner is... Sawyer, oh my god. You are a fucking winner, man. Or woman, I don't know who you are. But, yeah, great. Sawyer, oh my god, what you have to do is go over to my social media. So now the rest of this is on you, Sawyer, alright? You must take on the responsibility of finding me on social media. Just go to Video Creep, or I have it like in my social media thing right here on YouTube. Send me a message, say, hey, I fucking won, and then I will send you your figure. Thank you again to everyone who played. Thank you again for the 500 subscribers. Right now we're at like 750 and shit since I made that. You guys are digging it and that's fucking awesome. Thank you so much for continuing to come on, for being active in my little community that I've built here. You guys leave comments and you talk to each other now, which is really fucking cool. I love seeing that. But if this is your first time coming to my channel, please subscribe and ring the notification bell so that way you know when my videos are coming up. So ring that notification bell and stay in the loop. That's gonna be it for this one. Peace, video creeps.